The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. For and take it.
Here we go. 180. 58. Come on. Longer jump. Slam, slam, slam.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
Here we go, here we go.
I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah.
And he's going to go down again. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 46-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 46.
Alert, alert. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On second down, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
54. Bravo. Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Delta. Right there, 54.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, it's Cohen, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
On 2nd and 11 now, Trubisky. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go! 56, Mike, 56. You ain't going.
Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 32-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught, and again, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All day, every day.
12. Hey, alert!
Rush in.
Hey, foxtrot.
To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hey! High 7. 11.
Watch twins.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rabbit.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Stay with your man.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's Got Goodwin complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Here we go.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion, and now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
56, check 56.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have pecked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past. The 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
Watch the run. SOS.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On first down, Cohen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Back
now here in Santa Clara. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
My alpha.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, gun. I got you.
Mike's 59.
Lock.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me,
and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Check, 59.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Tighten up. Pull together.
No, man.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
I'm scared.
Now they hand off to Coleman. Eddie Jackson with the tackle. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous.
Down to a knee goes Garage.